Imagine you're on your phone scrolling through your newsfeed and you come across a friend's post. She just bought a new car. But how does someone afford to buy a vehicle that's worth $10,000 if not more? You ask your friend how she can afford it and she tells you she financed. Few buyers can afford to pay cash for a new or used vehicle, therefore it is important to understand the process of financing. The purpose is to be informed of what financing is, its purpose, the advantages and disadvantages, and the basic steps to financing. So it is understood that this is an option for car buyers with not enough money up front. First, you need to know what financing is and its purpose. According to U.S. News and World Report's website in the article, How to Finance a Car and Get a Car Loan, a car loan is simply a contract between you and the lender, where they agree to provide you with the funds to buy a new or used vehicle, and you agree to pay the money back over time. A lender is an individual, a public or private group, or a financial institution that makes funds available to someone and expects the funds to be repaid in a timely manner. Repayment will include the payment of interest or fees. The purpose is to be able to provide funds to those who do not have the money up front to purchase the vehicle. This process allows you to be able to get a vehicle sooner and pay it off as you go. Next, you will start your basic steps to financing. As stated on the Bank of America website in the article Auto Loans Basics, how financing a car works. Once you understand the basics, you'll be in a better position to decide on the car financing option that's right for you. First, you need to find a vehicle loan provider. This can either be done through national or community banks, as well as a credit union. Once you've found a loan provider, you can apply for a pre-approval. Make sure you budget the amount you can afford on a vehicle loan, interest rate, and dealership fees. Consider how having a higher credit score, a lower loan term, and a larger down payment can affect the price of your monthly payments. Next, you need to bring your pre-approval to the dealership. Some dealerships may try to offer a loan option. Car dealerships don't usually lend money, but many act as an agent for third-party lenders. If the offer isn't as good as your initial loan offer, you can decline. Now that you are approved, it is the time to finalize the deal. You will do so by providing personal information, documentation, and signing papers. It is recommended to read all of the paperwork to ensure that there is nothing added in that wasn't agreed upon. Lastly, you will consider the advantages and disadvantages. According to the Business Insider website in the article How to Finance a Car and Get Yourself on the Road, Cheryl states that a car is one of the biggest investments you can make, so getting a great deal is important. An advantage to financing is being able to choose a payment plan that works for you. Being able to pay on a vehicle while having it as a means of transportation can be beneficial than waiting until you have enough money on hand to purchase a vehicle. Another advantage to financing is that once you have a car loan for a certain period of time and are in good standing with your monthly payments, you may be able to refinance in a new loan to lower your monthly payments and loan terms. Some disadvantages are that it adds to the total cost of the vehicle. This is because you are not only paying for the cost of the vehicle, but also the interest and other loan costs. Another disadvantage is that once you agree to finance a vehicle, you now have agreed to pay monthly on your newfound debt. This can have its downsides, especially if you miss a payment, which can then negatively affect your credit score. Through the information provided, you now are aware of what financing is, its purpose, the basic steps to financing, and the advantages and disadvantages. As stated before, few buyers can afford to pay cash for a new or used vehicle. Therefore, it is important to understand the process of financing. Now you can consider financing a vehicle and doing so confidently. Once you have found a loan provider and repayment plan that works for you, you can start your pre-approval process, bring it to the dealership, finish paperwork, and finalize the deal.